Tariq Nasheed took an unverified rumor about Roland Martin and turned it into a full political conspiracy. According to Tariq, this is not really about an alleged private video. He believes somebody may be using embarrassment as leverage because Roland has recently started sounding less like a loyal Democratic spokesperson and more like the black grassroots he used to criticize.
They come out with some footage. I'm going to have a damn field day on this. Family, y'all don't know
You waiting for the footage, Tariq?
how many puppets, how many cartoons I'm going to make if this shit comes out. Yeah, Bussygate is real. Bussygate is real. But let me get deep about this thing. You know what I think, family? This is heavy. This is heavy. It looks less like a flex scandal, and I'm using my words wisely. This seems like some kind of leverage operation. You know, who controlled the environment? Where are all these cameras? If there's cameras and all this footage, who preserved the footage? Who sat on the footage? Why did it surface now? Just like with the Diddy case.
And that's true. I did hear, once again, these are allegations. We don't even know if this is real. But I did hear that allegedly Roland said they was old. That was old. That happened from before. I don't wear those drawers no more. First of all, don't listen to Shkola. Don't listen to Shkola because I don't wear those drawers. I actually wear zebra. These days I wear zebra drawers.
Remember, they had that footage of Diddy jumping on Cassie. They had that. They just sat on it and just waited for the right time to really bring Diddy down.
Facts.
So sounds like they've been sitting on this footage of Roland. Oh, they've been sitting on this footage of Roland. Yeah, I want y'all to understand something. I think this is deeper than what we think it is. See, the Democrat establishment, they don't just want black spokespersons. They need predictable black spokespersons. See, the Democrat power structure, they've always needed certain black people to translate the party's agenda to black America. You understand? You got to be predictable. See, you can criticize Republicans all day. You can criticize Donald Trump all day. You can even criticize the Democrats around the edges. But when you...
So what you saying, Tariq? You think Shkola works for the Democrat Party? And she kept it, they acquired these salacious videos in order to keep Roland Martin under control? Wow, what a conspiracy. Okay. I mean, listen, since Epstein, I believe all conspiracy theories. They bringing out literal alien technology right now, and people acting like they're not even surprised. That's how little we trust the powers that be.
Start challenging the fundamental arrangement. Yeah, you seem like you might be veering off. That's a problem. Family, I want y'all to understand something. Have y'all noticed lately, Roland has been sounding like the foundational black American grassroots. See, Roland's job was to basically just get black folks and black voters in line. All right? They're fine with Roland. His job is to shout at black people, curse black people out, to spank black people and shame black people into voting. When we start delineating, he was one of the biggest critics. He was calling us all types of stupid fools, dumb as hell, but the stupid ass, they stuck on stupid Simple Simon. We was all types of Simple Simons. You understand? Now, this thing comes out, Roland starts sounding like the grassroots. He start talking like us. He start talking about tangibles and voting for the couch. Roland starts sounding like the black grassroots. Oh, now that's a problem. Now all of a sudden,
trying to get them panties out. Trying to get them panties out. You're not talking the wrong talk. You're not talking the right talk, Roland. I think it's time for the pictures and them panties to come out.
This threat of some video footage of him is coming out now. You see? Somebody said Umar too. Notice how everybody who was critical of the black grassroots, critical of you and all of us, They're sounding just like us now, aren't they?
If they catch Dr. Umar with a white woman, then you'll know the conspiracy is real. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I believe that most of America, I personally believe that the person I mentioned earlier, Mr. Steen, we're just gonna leave it at that. I believe we're in this war right now. I believe that most of our moves over the last X amount of years and many of our decisions as it pertains to our global politics is the result of the leverage gathered from the information of Mr. I'm dead, but don't nobody know how I died, allegedly, as soon as I got locked up. Although I committed the worst crime in history with everybody all together, but nobody got locked up but me. But I'm dead and I'm gone now immediately. Anyway, here we go.
Everybody's sounding like us now because we're standing on truth. I know we're standing on truth. We didn't waver. But listen, Roland's ass starting to sound just a little too much like us. And see, the establishment, they'll tolerate the grassroots language until that language becomes an independent political program. You understand? And also with Roland has, he shakes down the DNC for money. He's always shaming them every election cycle. Y'all need to get some money to the black media. Y'all ain't giving enough money to the black media. He's always shaming them into giving him money. Now, the Harris campaign, they gave him like $350,000 last election cycle. You know, and he went up and did the little softball thing with Kamala Harris. That's his job. He gets up there and act like he's doing an interview. So Kamala, how you make your greens?
That's what she had, the greens in the tub.
It's a bunch of softball horse shit.
Damn.
So the thing is, the DNC, they're looking like, wait a minute, we didn't give this fat bastard hundreds of thousands of dollars, and what did we get for it? We lost. Not only did we lose, he's now talking like the black grassroots. So did we get finessed? You see? Oh, no. They feel a certain way. Remember, these people spent billions of dollars trying to get Kamala elected. I mean, they had Beyonce running around, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. They had
popping and shaking, telling us what we needed. Vote for Megan Thee Stallion. Basically.
Big money and lost. Why did they lose? Because of the foundational Black American grassroots. They lost because of the FBA grassroots, ladies and gentlemen.
They lost because of TikTok. I mean, one could consider the FBA grassroots having a major presence on TikTok, but they lost because of social media and people exposing Miss Harris.
So now with Roland, and Roland is still, y'all should have gave me more money. See,
nah, son,
we gonna win. If y'all give me some more money, they're like, oh, wait a minute, now hold on. Wait a minute. We're like, hey, we got the goods on you, buddy. You better slow your roll, Rolly. Hey, your job was to control the black grassroots, not join them. After we gave you all this money now, hey, Roland, by the way, we got a little tape on you. You might want to simmer down a little bit. We got a little something on you, Roland. Yeah? This is why, family, I don't think they're going to release anything, to be honest.
You don't think so?
If they do,
just hold it over his head like the 1-2 punch. Like this is the next one to come hit him.
That would be very funny. I don't think they're going to release anything.
Keep him scared.
I don't think they're going to release anything because if they were going to...
What happened to the Trump P tape?
Release it, they just would have done it. They would have done it already. It's too much. It's too many threats and all that stuff. Well, you're letting the public know that there's something out there. There is something. And I think the powers that be are sending a message to Roland. Like, hey, Roland, we just want to let you know we got something on you now. We do have something on you and we could release it. So you better get some damn act right.
Mhm.
You see? There, this could be the establishment basically.
No, that thing coming out. The more I think about it, that thing coming out. If it exists, it's going to hit them streets. Now, what I don't think is going to come out, remember Diddy's whole blackmail accusations and all those tons and tons and tons and tons of tapes that were wheeled outside of his home? Remember that? Where'd those tapes go? Where'd all that, let's say, leverage go? Where'd that leverage go? What happened to that?
Writing off a
I'm just saying.
investment. You understand? The Democrat establishment, they probably decided that Roland's political value has depreciated. You know, you're giving this dude advertising money. He ain't moving nothing. And they're studying the algorithms, ladies and gentlemen. Fam, I want y'all to understand the DNC and these think tanks, they study algorithms. They know what conversations go viral and they understand the algorithms. They're big on that. And these people realize that these old DNC shield talking points, they're not going nowhere. When the DNC shows up and try to have their little town hall meetings, ain't nobody going up to that shit. Nobody wants to hear that. They're empty. Nobody wants to hear that. But you know what's always cracking? Foundational Black American conversations. That's the most thing cracking online. That's the only thing that's cracking, especially in political spaces.
I will say that.
You understand?
I will say that. Whether I agree with everything that Tariq spit or not, the FBA movement is in them streets. Well, I don't know about them streets. They in them internet streets. If anybody's watching the algorithm, the FBA cannot be denied. Now get them on code, Tariq. Get everybody on code. I'm technically, in case you're wondering, I'm not a tether. I'm from right here. 19 generations. It's right back to slavery, nigga. But I'm just saying, you saying all this stuff, let's get everybody on code, man. Stop accepting mediocrity. Stop making excuses. Let's hold each other accountable. It's one thing to point out white supremacy. It's another thing to point out the things that we can do ourselves that will make dramatic differences in our circumstances. All right, here we go.
Everybody's talking about foundational Black American delineation. That's the hottest thing on the streets right now. And that's whooping everybody's ass. This is why you got these flunkies and shills trying so desperately to discredit it, which they can't. It's too big for them to do that. You understand? And they're like, damn, we're spending millions and billions of dollars to suppress this delineation movement, and it just gets bigger and bigger because it's really authentic. It's an authentic movement. It's very authentic. So people like Roland, they're like, okay, what are we giving you money for? Nobody's listening to you. You keep trying to shame the foundational Black American grassroots. It ain't working. So, hey, Roland, just like Professor...
And that's what he thought. If you can't beat him, you should join him. That's why he's been talking the way he's been talking recently.
Black Truth said, when the dominant society, they're done with their tools, they like to break their tools now. Oh, they like to break their tools.
Yeah. He's trying to infiltrate Tariq. He's trying to ease into the FBA.
Huh? Oh, they break them tools.
They break them with bikini draws.
Oh, yeah. Man, you see how they criticize me all the time for speaking up for the Black community. See, you're never supposed to really genuinely speak up genuinely for the Black community. I'm one of the few people that really, 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 really do it on a major level. This is why I'm constantly criticized all the time. Not just criticized, I'm constantly attacked. This is paid for by a lot of those DNC think tanks. You understand? They don't want us speaking up for the Black community. You're supposed to speak up for minorities. You're supposed to speak up for people of color. It's supposed to be all.
And that I do agree. We are a unique group of people. Us, the regular black people. I ain't gonna go with whatever moniker you want to use. You want to go by FBA. You want to go by the 80 descendants of slaves, American descendants of slaves. However you want to put it, we are a unique group of people. No doubt about that. And we are diluted in our message when we're lumped into people of color. There's nothing similar in culture between regular black people in America. Y'all know what I mean. I ain't trying to hear anybody, what do you mean regular black? You know what the fuck I mean. Chicken wings, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Grandmamas down south, red beans and rice, cornbread. But there's nothing similar in culturally between, let's say, us and a Korean. And that's not a diss to a Korean, but that would also be considered people of color. Us and a Jordanian, us and a Syrian, us and a Mexican. No diss to any of those groups, but we don't have similar interests. We don't have similar backgrounds. We don't lead similar lives or have similar cultures. I mean, lives are the same considering the fact that we live here in America. But the things, the nuances that form our culture, particularly the things that the help we need. The help we need is different. The things that we should seek from the government, the things that we need for ourselves, the actions we need to take on our own behalf, these things are uniquely different for Black Americans versus Filipinos. But shout out to Filipinos. No beef with y'all.
Lives matter. You're not supposed to tell the black community, especially foundational black American community, you're supposed to get something for your vote if you get out here and vote. You're supposed to get things specifically for your lineage. They don't want us thinking like that. See, because that makes us powerful. Why? Because we, ladies and gentlemen, foundational black Americans, we are the only true to the bone Americans left. When we realize that, we're going to walk into power. What did I just say? We are the only true Americans left, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, because Tariq don't believe in Indians neither. He said all the Indians now was just $5 Indians that bought their Indian ship. But I seen some of them, and some of them is regular. Some of them is still Indians. You can see. If you look in they dead in their face, a lot of them is. But he's right. There are a certain amount of white people like to cosplay a lot. Like the people over there, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't there in the first place. A lot of those people were not, people come from Europe and come to other places and claim whatever identity they want. I'm
going to say it one more time like Umar says things 3 times. We, foundational black Americans, are the only true Americans left. What do I mean by that? Who are the real Americans? It's not the white people. Who are the true Americans who really represent what America is supposed to be? Liberty, justice for all, everybody's created equal protection under the law. White people don't believe that. They only believe in white supremacy. We're the only people who believe in that. And
he's talking about America as a nation.
Fought for that for everybody. You understand that? We are the culture of America. American culture is foundational black American culture, ladies and gentlemen.
I agree.
You understand?
For sure.
We are the true patriots. We are the only ethnic group that fought in every single war defending the United States. The white people can't say that because they fought in wars to get rid of the United States multiple times. Some of the biggest traitors of the United States are the white supremacists, the people in the dominant white society, Benedict Arnold and all of those people.
Well, that doesn't see. Now you're being unfair, Tariq. I gotta be logical. It isn't as if there haven't been black revolutionary groups who struck out against the government. Because some whites were seditious, i.e., what was it, November 6th? The run on the Capitol. An example, the run on the Capitol, because some whites were seditious, that doesn't take away the contributions of other whites. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to stand up for white people. I can hear y'all now. Forget it, y'all.
Were traitors against the United States.
It's been some nigga traitors. It's been some black traitors.
And the YT people whose lineage goes back early to the beginning of this country, they're a very small minority because their numbers have been amalgamated in with the Ellis Islanders. Most of the YT people in the United States today are descendants of Ellis Islanders, ladies and gentlemen. They don't go
the white immigrants
back to the beginning of this country. They'll try to fake the funk and all that. No, they don't. They just don't. They're Ellis Islanders. It's a very small handful of YT people who can really, really trace their lineage to the very beginning of this country. We, on the other hand, foundational black Americans, all of us can do it. 49 million of us can trace our lineage to the very beginning of this country. That's a rare thing. This is why people want to weaken us and Africanize us. No. Damn all that. We're foundational black Americans. That's where our strength is. When we Africanize ourselves, we weaken ourselves. Because now we are a generic ass group that's basically undefined. And then what happens is when a real African immigrant comes over, we become subordinate to the African immigrant. You understand? This is why we flipped over the apple cart, embracing our foundational black American lineage. This is why the Tethers are so damn mad. Because now they can't play the hierarchy game on our ass no more. They can't try to one-up us no more.
I am really from Africa. You are not the nigga. I am the nigga. I am the real. I don't know. I'm just messing around. I don't. You know, if y'all guys seen my videos on, you know, the Tether Talk. Anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Was this all a setup by the government to take down Mr. Roland Martin with bikini drawers on? I don't know, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. Also, if you like that video and you want to see some other dope videos, check out this one.
Oh, man. Ooh, we're failing as a people.
She said allegedly Roland was getting pegged in this video. Allegedly. This is what this blogger said.
They ain't say pegged. They said he was getting the peace sign. They said she was giving him a couple fingers. They said they said she made him squirt. They said she was giving him the